Swami Nikuleshwaran Ji and His Holiness Shri Raj Rajeshwar Guruji. International Siddhashram Shakti Center is not only a place of worship but also takes pride in working for the community locally and internationally. The center provides education for poor students and a home for the holy cows, also known as Gaushala. Seva plays a big role in serving the animals with food and shelter and conducting Samu Viva, also known as group weddings for the poor. International Siddhashram Shakti Center also aims to teach the essence of music through bhajan, satsang and katha, and on a more spiritual level, the center provides full knowledge of attaining a balanced life through sadhana worship, meditation and yoga, creating a more peaceful life for the mind, body and soul. The centre in the UK is well known for its daily activities with the teachings of music classes, dance classes and Sanskrit. The younger generation are inspired by the guidance of Guruji, who works tirelessly to spread the knowledge of the Hindu culture through the ashram. The spiritual centre has been visited and blessed by dignitaries including saints from around the world. International Siddhashram Shakti Center supports other organizations, faiths and charities endlessly to promote spiritualism and to celebrate success within the community.
दर्शक मित्रों, स्पिरिचुअल लाइव के इस कार्यक्रम में आप सबका स्वागत है। हम आध्यात्मिक चेतना के साथ चलते हैं, धर्म की ध्वजा के साथ चलते हैं, परमार्थ के पथ के ऊपर चलते हैं और चलते चलते हिंदू धर्म के इतने वार और त्यौहार के साथ चलते हैं जो हुए। अब हम देखते हैं कि हमारा कुंभ का पर्व अभी अभी पूर्ण हुआ। लाखों और करोड़ों की संख्या में लोग कुंभ के पर्व पे जाते हैं। कई बार लोग कहते हैं कि हिंदू धर्म में यूनिटी कहाँ है। अगर उनको आंख खोल के देखना है तो कुंभ के पर्व में चले जाना। लोग कहते हैं कि हिंदू धर्म में अपने आप में भगवान कहाँ है। अगर एक बार कोशिश करके कुंभ के पर्व में चले जाना, वहां देखना कि करोड़ों लोग आते हैं, कहां से खाते, कहां से रहते, कहां से चले जाते हैं, पता ही नहीं। मेरा सौभाग्य रहा इस बार मैं कुंभ के पर्व में हजारों साधु सन्यासियों के साथ स्नान हुआ और मेरे सदगुरु की इतनी असीम कृपाएं हुई कि विविध संतों के साथ मुलाकात हुई और ये सभी संतों का आशीर्वाद और मुलाकात में इंग्लैंड की धरती पे सब आप लोगों के लिए लेके आकर के आपको आपके आध्यात्मिक जगत में आगे बढ़े, ऐसी मनोकामना करता हुआ सबको मैं धन्यवाद करता हूँ। दूसरी बात ये है कि हर व्यक्ति जब चलता है ना तो आसपास देखने की कोशिश करता है कि मेरे आसपास क्या है, और कई बार सूरज का परछाया उसको लग जाए तो उसको लगे कि मेरे आसपास मेरा छाया चल रहा है। जब वो छाया को भी देखता है तो वो खुद कोशिश करता है अपने आप में समझौने की, मैं अकेला नहीं हूं। भगवान ने मुझे भेजा है मगर मेरे साथ मेरा कोई भी साथ दे या नहीं दे, मगर मेरा छाया मुझे साथ दे रहा है। तो जीवन का एक समंदर से दूसरे पार आप जा सकते हो, मगर दुनिया है, काम कोई और कर रहा है, नाम कोई और ले रहा है। भगवान कृष्ण ने गीता में बहुत सुंदर एक संदेश दिया अर्जुन को कि अर्जुन तू तेरा कार्य किए जा, मैं तेरे साथ हूं। मगर कई लोग आध्यात्मिकता की एक पेन लेकर के चलते हैं मगर खुद को पता नहीं है कि आध्यात्मिक का अंत कहां है और आध्यात्मिकता की शुरुआत कहां है। क्या आध्यात्मिकता को आप यही कहेंगे कि तिलक लगा दिया, माला पहन ली, साधु बन गया आध्यात्मिकता? नहीं, आध्यात्मिकता का मतलब ये है, अगर आप चल रहे हैं, कोई भूखा मर रहा है तो उसको खाने के लिए दो, तो यही होगा जैसे प्रभु की आपने सेवा की। क्यों? आत्मा सो परमात्मा। मेरे साथ आज के स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में दो महानुभाव यहां बैठे हैं, और इसलिए मैं कहूंगा महानुभाव, क्योंकि यह समाज सेवक है। अपने खुद के पॉकेट में से पैसा निकाल करके समाज के लिए कार्य कर रहे हैं। और मैं ये कहूंगा कि समाज का कार्य करना इतना आसान नहीं है। क्यों? कि वहां मान भी मिलता है और अपमान भी मिलता है। मान मिल जाता है तो हम खुश हो जाते हैं कि चलो हमारे जीवन में कुछ किया, सार्थक हुआ। जब अपने ही लोगों से अपमान मिल जाता है तब 2 सेकंड के लिए दुख होता है कि मैंने इतना लोगों के लिए किया, क्यों मुझे अपमान मिल रहा है। मगर राम भक्त हनुमान जी को याद करो तो वहां 2 चीज मिलेगी। एक, मान, हनुमान जी का लंका में मान और अपमान दोनों हुआ, मगर मान और अपमान दोनों की गोली निगल जाए उसको कहते हनुमान। और राम जी की बात चली तो जीवन का पूरा संघर्ष, यानी कि भगवान राम, जीवन में पूरा संघर्ष। वहां तक जब तक उनको वनवास मिला, वनवास के बाद मैया सीता रावण की अपनी दृष्टि के अनुसार, उनकी कुबुद्धि के अनुसार सीता मैया का हरण किया। राम जी ने पूरी कोशिश की हनुमान जी के साथ, और हनुमान जी ने सीता मैया को ढूंढ लिया। मगर लंका जब जा रहे थे तो बीच में बड़ा समंदर आया। और देखो, समंदर की एक बात है कि एक किनारे से दूसरे किनारे और जाने के लिए एक आदमी, भगवान राम जी ने सेतु नहीं बनाया, हनुमान जी ने सेतु नहीं बनाया, सुग्रीव ने सेतु नहीं बनाया, एक आदमी नहीं, अनेकों वानर सेनाओं के साथ रा और म 2 पत्थर के ऊपर दोनों चीज लिखी, और उस सेतु से एक खरगोश से, आप देखो खिसकोली जैसी बात है। एक खरगोश और कछुआ की बात जो हम करते हैं कि भाई खरगोश जो है और कछुआ है, खरगोश बहुत स्पीड से भागता है, कछुआ धीरे मंद गति से भागता है। और कई लोग ऐसे होते हैं कि चलो हमारे पास सत्ता है और संपत्ति है और कुछ है, तो हम लिख के दिखा देते हैं समाज को कि ये चीज हमने की। राम ने कोई सर्टिफिकेट नहीं लिखा कि ये सेतुबंध मैंने बांधा है। हनुमान जी ने कोई अपना पे सर्टिफिकेट नीचे सिग्नेचर नहीं की कि सीता मैया को मैंने ढूंढा है। और रामायण के पास, भागवत के पास और कुरान के पास मोहम्मद पैगंबर ने साइन नहीं की कुरान में कि मैंने लिखा है। राम जी ने साइन नहीं की, भगवान कृष्ण ने भगवत गीता में साइन नहीं की कि मैंने भगवत गीता लिखी। ये तो महाभारत में जब कृष्ण और अर्जुन का संवाद हुआ, उसमें से जो तथ्य निकला वो भगवत गीता बनी। वैसे ही आज के आधुनिक जमाने में कई कार्य लोग करते रहते हैं, और उस कार्य के पीछे यहाँ हमारे 2 महानुभाव बैठे हैं। और दोनों महानुभाव, एक चेयरमैन है जो NCGO के, और एक इंडिया के जो है हमारे इंडिया एडवाइजर ऑफ NCGO मिस्टर प्रफुल्ल पटेल, और चेयरमैन शरद परीख। दोनों महानुभावों को मैं स्वागत करता हूं। थैंक यू वेरी मच टू कमिंग आवर स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ। सो शरद भाई, many people, they want to travel, and when they want to travel, they always think in the mind how we can save the time. And many years they want to go India, so suddenly something happened, the direct flight was cancelled. So they had to go to Dubai and they had to do some shopping and then go to India, and then another flight they had to go to Gulf Air and whatever the different flights. But recently, which is everyone is hearing about the direct flight Air India. And there's many questions people was asking. Who started this project? How they started and how they finished it? Can you explain a little bit?
Certainly. NCGO started the campaign for direct flight. There is an absolute need for the direct flight to Gujarat. People are emotionally entwined with Indian culture. They have a belonging to their homeland. And the business community also treat Ahmedabad as the hub for business. So a direct flight is absolutely essential as it connects inward investments into India as well as making it easier for the business community, the agricultural growers. They can export fresh produce which is in high demand here. It will be here quicker and it will be cheaper with the direct flight. And of course, the whole scenario is that the elderly would be able to go to India more frequently. The younger population who have older family, they can easily go and visit them and fulfill the seva that they have to do for their family.
Right. So, when the flight stop means indirectly they can reach, but the direct flight will stop. What is your role?
Initially, there was a direct flight, and it came to a stop because it was uneconomical,
Right.
and so Air India stopped. We have always campaigned for a direct flight, and when we've approached Indian High Commission, they have always given us full support. And after having spoken with the Indian government and the Indian Airways, they informed us that it's a non-profitable sector, and so they had to stop it. But we've carried on campaigning and convinced them that this is an essential services, and it is something that Indian government should consider. And we were fortunate enough that Modi, as everyone is now fully aware, when he had the big, at Wembley Stadium, when he had the big event, he announced a direct flight to Mumbai. But unfortunately, his promise has not been delivered. And the flights go through Mumbai, but that is not what the Prime Minister wanted or was hoping to deliver. So a lot of people are really unhappy, and we have carried on campaigning for a better service through our Indian representative.
We have an Indian advisor of NCGO, Mr. Praful Patel here. Mr. Patel, what is your role in this, all the ideas and all that, which is Mr. Parikh said, still people is not happy. What is the next step?
The question is, I was asked by NCGO to act as the India advisor. And just to take back to the history, first delegation went to India and met with Ajit Singh, the former Minister of Civil Aviation, together with Purushottam Rupala and I think half a dozen Gujarati MPs. And we pressed for this issue. And then came the elections. And then we've been talking to Gujarat government. I myself spoken to Narendra Modi on 2 occasions, and he was very keen and enthusiastic as the Chief Minister to have the direct flight resumed. What then happened is simple fact that Sri Narendra Modi, which rapturous ताली बजाई लोगों ने और उन्होंने अनाउंस किया कि डायरेक्ट फ्लाइट शुरू हो रही है 15 दिसंबर से. Unfortunately, कुछ नहीं हुआ. Then, as the advisor to Sharad Bhai Parikh and NCGO, I talked to various people and discovered the bureaucracy had blocked it. This is important to understand that in India, unless there is political power, the bureaucracy will always derail you or delay a file or find 100 reasons to refuse you. That's precisely what happened on this occasion. Air India brought up technical issues, the aircraft crew had to be trained. This is Dreamliner. Ahmedabad would start and it never started. Consequently, our people who travel now, I travel Air India almost every other week or other month, rather, so sorry. And what I find is people at Bombay are really feeling very harassed. They have to get down, then go back. People coming from Ahmedabad, they complain about the delays. So really it's very inconvenient. People prefer to go direct to Ahmedabad. And it's obvious, people want to have safe journey, quick journey, and on the destination. Our people don't want to have any place to stay in Bombay, so you can't take that long route. However, after all this happened, I was in America last year. I found, talking to some Gujarati organizations, they were quite fed up and tired of the long journey from New York to Mumbai, 14 hours. I did that journey myself, and you really get fagged out for several days. I came back also. So I discovered that the people in New Jersey, they wanted a direct flight from New York via London to come to India, Ahmedabad. Therefore, we have two experts who help us with this issue, who are ex-Air India staff, very strategic thinking staff. They made up some representation for us on behalf of NCGO, Saradbhai and myself. We've been lobbying since then. And recently we saw positive signals that they will start a flight from New York to London. People will stop over for 2 hours, they can freshen themselves, कुछ लोग शौचालय करेंगे आराम से, घूमेंगे. That was a good idea. Then it goes direct to Ahmedabad. Then they have the benefit of having traffic.
Right.
US traffic, Indian traffic into Ahmedabad. So the question regarding making losses doesn't arise really in my view. And our experts have done analysis of it. Now, if Air India can do a flight to Australia direct and make a loss, they do a flight to Italy directly and make a loss. You'll be surprised they started a flight recently to Austria in Vienna. Who is going to travel from Vienna? There's not that much trade and investment interest in Austria, but as a prestige, we have started a flight. They also started a flight from Delhi to San Francisco direct, which, as everybody is aware, Narendra Bhai announced this flight in San Francisco. Somewhere down the line, somebody has blocked it. That the flight for the Gujarati community direct to Ahmedabad isn't happening. But recently, we've been listening, getting feedback that they are considering and sitting to have logistic plans made to do this direct flight from America, New York, to London, and to Ahmedabad. So this was a good development. Somehow, the story leaked that this is going to happen. We are happy if it's true, but I must be cautious. Working in India as an investment advisor or doing the last 22 years, I've seen things get blocked by the bureaucracy. So I would say that it's not certain, and therefore we at the NCGO have to continue to lobby. And we have sought a meeting with the Prime Minister because his backing is necessary, or his own PMO staff need to monitor this. Otherwise, there are vested interests in Civil Aviation Ministry from other airlines, Middle East airlines, who want to direct flight to destabilize. Now, this must not happen, and therefore, our people in England, be it anybody, they should continue to lobby, continue to write to the High Commission, and continue to write to the Indian government. Saradbhai has done a lot of work for NCGO since he became chairman. And I'll give him full credit for doing a number of things, positive things, good programs, and has brought NCGO in the forefront. And I hope he continues to serve. As far as I'm concerned, my role is limited to India. And I'll do my best to get this cleared, but not until we see happening. We have to believe it when it happens.
I'm very, very encouraged that I'm sure Modi, when he gets to actually understand where the situation is, he will like to make sure that what he has promised will be delivered.
You see, when the last time the Modi ji was visited, and many other people, they was taking credit, which is we did this and we did that, and many other things is coming in the front row, and so we did this. And after that, what they are doing now? If this is the issue for the community and this is the issue for the public, so what they are doing now?
Unfortunately, Air India has been unable to serve the community the way the Prime Minister wanted. They have technical issues. We are told that they have crew which is not trained. They didn't have the pilots. They didn't have the aircraft.
So they are giving this answer to who?
This is what they're explaining to us, because at the moment, people are really getting very badly treated in Mumbai. Whilst they have a stopover, we've had numerous complaints of people feeling really dejected to be able to sit on the runway for 3-4 hours and at least not even be allowed to get off the plane has become actually a deterrent and a stop for not going to India direct.
So, Mr. Parikh, as your chairman of NCGO, what type of help you need from the people?
We need continuous support, as our advisor said. We need constant backing from the community. The government has understood that there is a demand for this and they have every wish to supply. But also, it's the image of India. When the Prime Minister has promised, and he is a progressive Prime Minister, wanting to meet deadlines, and his own promises can't be delivered in the time. And don't forget, we're also hoping to clean the Ganga in 5 years. These are the sort of landmarks.
Now, this is very good. Actually, running a spiritual life, so many people, they will think, oh, this is kind of politics. And I said, well, it's not politics, it's a community service and it's a community seva. And when there is a community seva, each and every angle as a spiritual leader has to be considered. Why? Because this is also your समाज के लिए कुछ करना है. अपने समाज के लिए कुछ करना है तो सिर्फ मंदिर में जाकर के आरती और घंटी बजाने से नहीं होगा. इसके लिए आपको बाहर निकल के कार्य करना पड़ेगा. अपने आप को वहाँ थोड़ा सा समय लेकर के चलना पड़ेगा. Mr. Parikh, you actually very good thing. You need support from the community. People want to support, but the many people, they don't want to let them to take that action. What to do for that?
This is a difficult question
Because
when you go to the right path.
Because everyone like chair.
Yes.
You see, they don't want to lose the chair.
No.
And they should understand. You see, this is the biggest problem around the world.
Yes.
Everyone like chair.
Yes.
And you can see that person opposite is intelligent. You can see that person intelligent. Doesn't matter he's a 20-year-old. Give them opportunity. I think so. You take that kind of opportunity and seva from the people and consider that is well. Even many people 60 years, 60, 65 years, I am that and this and that. Yes, give them chance. And when you give them chance, the new technology, new computers as a brain, they will help you more.
Correct.
According to my knowledge.
Correct.
You are a chairperson, you know better than me because your age can see you have more experience than myself. But according to my knowledge, I think so, whatever the committee, they should consider. Doesn't matter they are chair, doesn't matter they are secretary, doesn't matter they are patron or whatever they are. But they should understand if 5 people want to come and join, give them chance.
Correct. NCGO has always worked to represent the Indian diaspora in England. We have been recognized by the UK Prime Minister that the Indian diaspora has a lot that it can offer.
Yes.
And that message, I can say that India has picked up as well.
Yes.
There was once upon a time when India had enough population and enough people. They did not care about the immigrants living abroad.
Yes.
But now the situation has changed. They want them. So it is not just us wanting to go to India,
Yeah,
but the
they
Indian
want, yes.
government actually is asking us to come back. And these are the things that we also campaign for OCI and PIO cards to be offered to the Indian diaspora. And that's, as you know, has come about, though that has also run into a little
No,
bit
it's
of...
very good. NCGO, and as a your chairperson, you're doing wonderful job. Mr. Patel, you want to say something?
No, what I want to say is this, that coming back to direct flight,
Yes. Yeah.
there has been discussions in Delhi and Air India. Something should be done. We have certainly informed the Prime Minister that your promise wasn't kept. It was put on hold. Then somebody didn't implement it. यहाँ फाइल पड़ी है, वहाँ से मूव नहीं हो रही है. अभी हम लोग को कुछ करना हो तो जल्दी से जल्दी प्राइम मिनिस्टर को लेटर लिखो, अपील करो कि अभी ये प्रपोजल पास करो. In America, we have got 4 Gujarati organizations who wish to now support the NCGO initiative. And I'll be talking to them in the coming weeks. So it's far from over. Unless you put pressure, government never does anything. So please, people should put pressure and urge the government to move on. Otherwise, there are a host of areas where NCGO is trying their efforts to represent the Gujarati diaspora. Support them, help them. Don't be critical, don't be negative. Give them the backing, because Sharad Bhai has the most difficult task on hand, and he's doing his best. I am doing my best as far as he has put faith in me as an Indian advisor.
Very good, Mr. Parikh, even during our spiritual life, so I will give you promise whatever we can do for you.
Wonderful.
And I will ask our community to support. And I would like to request you and your committee as well, when someone want to come and to support, please accept that support, because many others communities and many others organizations, someone want to support but they don't accept.
No,
So-
we will with open hands welcome all the support.
Sure.
And at the end, we want the public here to use the direct flight when it is launched. That'd be the biggest support.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Patel,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
very much
much,
for
yes.
valuable time. बात चल रही थी डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट की. जब डायरेक्ट की बात आ जाती है तो वहाँ एक ऐसी आनंद की बातें आ जाती कि हम टाइम का वेस्ट कम करते हैं, एनर्जी का वेस्ट कम करते हैं, मनी का वेस्ट कम करते हैं और हमारा जो कार्य है पूर्ण हो जाता है. जब इनडायरेक्टली की बात आ जाती है तो वहाँ इंटर हो जाता है. इन जब एंटर हो जाता है तो कार्य थोड़ा बिगड़ जाता है. मगर इनको साथ साथ ईगो एंटर हो जाता है. जब इनके साथ ईगो एंटर हो जाता है तो काम और बिगड़ जाता है. वहाँ डायरेक्ट में कोई ईगो फीगो कुछ नहीं आता. इसीलिए डायरेक्ट बहुत जरूरी है. मैं सभी हमारे दर्शक मित्रों और सबको मैं विनती करता हूं कि ऐसे कार्य में सभी आप एनसीजीओ को सपोर्ट करो. और एनसीजीओ सपोर्ट के साथ साथ एनसीजीओ हमारे स्पिरिचुअल लाइव के माध्यम से अन्य जो मीडिया के माध्यम से आपको बताया भी जाएगा कि ये डेट को यहाँ मीटिंग है. प्लीज support them, not for them, support for us, for our youth generation, for our parents, for our elderly people who want to visit directly because they cannot see 10 hours and 15 hours. So आप उनको भी सपोर्ट कीजिए. और बात ये सभी को लेकर के डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट की बात आती है तो प्रभु भी यही कहता है. आप चर्च में चले जाओ तो जीसस क्राइस्ट यही कहता है, वेयर इज द गॉड? Then Jesus Christ said, follow me. I am on the way. उन्होंने नहीं कहा कि मैंने भगवान को देख लिया. उन्होंने यही कहा, follow me. इसका मतलब ये है कि वो भी वहां जाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. वैसे ही भगवत गीता, भागवत, रामायण, उसमें सभी में चीज एक माध्यम बनते हैं. भगवान राम भी माध्यम बने और रावण को मोक्ष की प्राप्ति देने में. भगवान कृष्ण भी माध्यम बने अर्जुन को अपना विराट स्वरूप दिखाने के लिए. वैसे ही गुरु भी एक माध्यम बनता है एक भक्त को भगवान के पास पहुंचाने के लिए. यही बात है, जब हम अपनी चेतना अपने समाज के लिए देते हैं, जब हम अपनी सेवा अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए देते हैं, तो समय यही आ जाता है वो हमारे लिए हो जाते हैं। द साइंस और गॉड गिव यू 24 आवर्स, प्लीज गिव देम 24 मिनट, गॉड विल बी देयर विथ यू। मगर आपको दांत दिया है, आपको जबान दी है, कलम दी है, किसी को काटने के लिए नहीं, किसी को कुछ देने के लिए दो, तो जीवन आपका धन्य हो जाएगा। अगले वीक मैं अपने स्पिरिचुअल लाइव कार्यक्रम में आध्यात्मिक चेतना की कुछ बातें करेंगे, धर्म की बात करेंगे। इस बार बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। ओम पूर्णमः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पुनश्च पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। हरि ओम। शांति शांति शांति। ओम।